Meanwhile, stop at the line of scrimmage is Jacobs. Snapped it quickly. McDaniels can only shake his head, and the Rams had to have a stop. And they do. And the clock will tick all the way down out of the 2-minute warning. The Rams don't have a timeout. Gets it away, angles it to the far side. It's a nice roll for the Raiders. It skims the sideline. Look at that. And down inside the 5-yard line. It bounced around the 20 or so. Looked like it was about ready to go out. And it's a 64-yard punt, putting the Rams in a position they have to go the length of the field here without a timeout. 145.
What a weapon. Like you said, Powell thinks it's going to go out of bounds. It stays in bounds and just keeps rolling. Now this is, who could have thought this tonight? Baker Mayfield shows up on Tuesday night to Los Angeles to learn a new offense, gets into the game, ends up staying in the game, and now he's 98 yards with 1:45 and no timeouts away from having a chance to win it.
Hollywood, baby, send in the strip. Let's see what happens. That took another 5 seconds off the clock as well, that punt. To the outside. Mayfield from his own end zone caught. That's going to set up a 3rd and short. At 3rd and 1. Look out. Mayfield hit as he throws, and that is intercepted with a flag, though. Isaiah, was it Harmon who intercepts it? Meanwhile, Mayfield is saying it's against the Raiders, and here comes the call from Brad Rogers.
Good route by Van Jefferson.
Pass interference. Defense number 21. Off place at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
Foul is on Amik Robertson.
The route by 12. Jefferson draws this. See him in a slot, grabbing on already. Then once he makes that move to the outside, he just pulls on his arm. So a great call to negate that interception. And there's the pass rush, that, by the way, that he's got to continue to deal with. They blitzed Denzel Perryman, not to mention Jones and Crosby off the edge.
Yards. Mayfield, look out. Down he goes. Slam down for the sack. Who else? Double X.
Yeah, they both got in there. Crosby got in there, and Jones on a stunt.
Flag down at the 16. That was a 9-yard sack pending.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 90 of the defense, knocking the ball out of the quarterback's hand. That's a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
Oh boy, Jerry Tillery.
That is accounted for disqualification.
Well, great job again. We've seen this matchup all night with Crosby and Havenstein. Able to play, keeps it with that length, keeps him off of him. Jones meets him, and then this is well after the play right there. Tillery knocks the ball out of the hands. Remember, they're out of timeouts.
Sure.
It's an obvious penalty.
So up to the 28-yard line to give them more light. Deep down the sideline, and it is caught by Skoranek. Ben Skoranek with a great catch, a contested catch all the way to the 40-yard line.
How about the throw? Couldn't be any better coverage, and somehow he gets that into Skoranek to give him a chance, and Skoranek fights him for that football.
Under a minute, 32-yard gain. Underneath, here's Brown to the 31-yard line. Get up, get it down, get to the line of scrimmage.
Again, just learning this offense. Now he's got this 2-minute. Make sure everybody's on the same page.
2nd and 1. $35, $34, $33. Mayfield throws. That's caught. That's a first down. Here's Skoranek to the 22. Now Mayfield gets up there. He's got to spike it here. Get him set. Get him lined up. Don't have a false start. Don't have an illegal formation. He gets it down with 15 seconds. This is pretty amazing, I got to tell you.
Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, just to watch this execution is fascinating. This is a heck of a throw. Great coverage by Nate Hobbs. Puts the ball where Skoranek can go up. Hobbs never really sees it. And how about the job by Skoranek? Second year out of Notre Dame. Gets both hands on it and fights and pulls it away from Hobbs as they hit the ground.
Mayfield's new favorite receiver. 7 receptions, 90 yards. None bigger than that one. 2nd and 10. Mayfield to the end zone to Jefferson. Is that possible? Touchdown. This is impossible. They go 98 yards. That's good for 23. There is a new leading man in Hollywood. Holy mackerel.
This is unbelievable. Sean McVay's energy says it all down there.
Meanwhile,
on the sideline.
all the pressure right now is on Matt Gay to try to in effect win it with 9 seconds, and the Raiders call a timeout. That is, I mean, this is silly stuff.
It is. Really is. This is a really good call. You got Atwell right here who can work to the inside. Baker is locked in right here on the safety. Watch the movement by Deron Harmon at the snap of the football. He works to the middle of the field, meaning, okay, I got a shot here at one-on-one to the left. Takes it, and again, the accuracy downfield with receivers he's never thrown with. We saw it with Skoranek, and now we see it with Van Jefferson. Makes the play.
Gay for the lead. (17-16) Los Angeles. Some Browns fans are saying right now, come home.
Yeah.
Come home. Come back.
Yeah. Man, good for Baker Mayfield, man.
Wow.
He's been through so much in Cleveland and in Carolina and now here in L.A. Let's go back to Jefferson, who, again, has only played in 6 games. He's missed 6 games this year, fighting back from a knee injury. That one-on-one matchup against Sam Webb, the rookie, and he beats him. Pretty tight coverage, but a perfectly thrown ball by Baker Mayfield over the shoulder, and there's a concentration by Jefferson. And I love, it's a team that's lost 6 in a row. They're 3-9. They've had more injuries than anybody.
There he is again. We saw this in Carolina. We did that Carolina-Atlanta game, and thank goodness he didn't wind up in concussion protocol that night. I mean, think about this. Carolina says, hey, no, you're inactive. You're our 3rd quarterback. He comes in here and he does this thing. Unreal.
You've done a few games in your time. Honestly, I'm not trying to make this like more than it is. Has the league ever seen anything like this after 2 days of being in a town?
Not too many quarterbacks have come in on 2 days' notice and won a game. Not too many quarterbacks have come in on 2 days' notice, period. They'll let him in. Here's Carr. Any magic here? No. Taylor Rapp to seal it. And for the Raiders, this is going to be a devastating loss for a team that was on the cusp of at least getting back into some semblance of a playoff hunt. But instead of 6 and 7, they can go to 5 and 8. This is a new thing now with Mayfield. Headbutting guys with helmets.
And while we're caught up in the heroics of Mayfield and the Rams, they're going to snap that 6-game losing streak. This Raiders team that had won 3 in a row and started the year 2-7. They were thinking about possibly getting into the postseason. They controlled this game. Just a devastating loss. And another close loss. 7 of 8 of their losses by 1 possession.
Well,
now.
for the Rams, in a thoroughly forgettable season, an extremely memorable win. 4th loss this season after leading by 13 or more. They can't close out the Rams. Baker Mayfield living a dream. And they've turned this stadium into, at least for the Rams fans, into fantasy land tonight. That just doesn't happen.
Never. No. You're seeing something I don't know if anybody's ever seen. And Baker Mayfield's going to get a lot of attention. But we kept talking about Raheem Morris and his defense. And they also deserve a lot of recognition for keeping them in this football game when it looked like they didn't have much of a chance.
No doubt. Well, you saw tonight, you know, here's the guy who was the #1 overall pick back in 2018. You know, had his moments in Cleveland. Then he goes to, you know, Carolina, first quarterback in the era, the Super Bowl, to lead a 13-point comeback in his debut with 2 different teams.
Fakes like, oh,
yeah.
Ho-hum.
Yep.
Ho-hum.
But who's your star of the game, by the way? All right, don't go anywhere as we roll out with that Skoranek catch, and that Jerry Tillery penalty was huge too. Early on in this drive. Tremendous play there. We saw some fantastic catches tonight. Adams on the other end, touchdown pass to Van Jefferson right here, and the Rams pull one out of the hat. For Sean McVay, as I say, in a forgettable season, what a moment. Best he's had since February 13th.
For him. Trying to maintain a positive attitude.
Winning the Super Bowl. Google Pixel post-game show coming up next. Stay tuned.